trying to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X.
Hey, Luther, how do we do this? Decoupling? Kryptonite? Kryptonite decoupling?
What are you? I understand now. Let's see. Both iterations have been susceptible to bullets previously. Try that.
So just counter him where it hurts. Alright, good enough for me.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
They may have burned too bright.
Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. Don't worry, I'll have this done in a... language bleed through. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. Let's consider the other side of the equation now.
Hold on, my systems need some adjustment.
One should always try to begin with proven theory. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one.
My resources are dwindling.
Loaded, Joey.
Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you? Ah yes, I can see the variables much more clearly now. You might think wind would be less combustible, and yet...
Hold on, my systems need some adjustment.
Here comes the touchdown.
Even I make room for the more useful classics.
Better restore my systems.
even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler. And much smaller. Give these a moment. The end result may shock you. A different placement this time to optimize the throughput. Yes. A chilling round of applause for our would-be heroes.
Condition critical.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them.
I may have burned too bright.
Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful.
Count to 3.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios.
My resources are dwindling.
Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
Looks like rain.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. A little quick preparation first. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks. Especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you.
Fine. You never deserved my help anyway.
Not much variation here, but there is potential.
I may have burned too bright.
Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you? And yet you foolishly persist. For days on end. Mind-bendingly incomprehensible. This occurs naturally on your Earths. Who comes up with it? I've allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now.
Seems like I need a quick recalibration.
Not to worry. I spiced things up just for you, dear squad. I need my answers, and I will not right. Once more, and I will finally be rid of you nuisances. Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful.
Oh yeah, line up just like that.
Let these cool a bit before you barrel into them. Extreme decreases in temperature. My projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to experience. This data is beginning to give diminishing return.
Oh boy. Oh, wow. I'm not really used to getting winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in there?
I've adjusted the phasing array so they can choose the terms and conditions of their own suicide missions. Godspeed, Task Force X.
Oh, reminds me of a heist, Nora, and I... Yes, I'll keep it. Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. But I absolutely will. A marvel of engineering.
A surprise party? For me? Oh, for you. I'm sorry.
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.